Alright, so last night I went to go and grab myself a brew out of my nice keg setup that I've got. And I went and grabbed the tap, opened it up, and I got a whole lot of foam. Couldn't figure out why at first, so I pulled the CO2 tank out from behind my keg. And I see that my tank pressure, or my keg pressure, was up above 20. And before I had it at about 8 to 10. And my CO2 tank pressure was sitting right where you see it now. Now the weird thing was that everything here was all covered in a white powder last night. I wish I would have done this video then so you could actually see that you could wipe the white powder off of these little fins here. So I'm thinking I got a leak somewhere. I mean, it had been a few days since I've had any beer, but I wasn't expecting my tank to be dry, being as I've only had it for couple weeks and I've maybe poured 5 beers out of it, plus the pressurization of the carbonation of the keg. Now the other thing is, right here my pressure was seated down to this lock ring, and this is how I found it. It was backed off. I'm not sure why it spun out like that, but that's where it's at. Now this is the keg kit from Northern Brewer that my wife got me for last Christmas. This is the first time I've used it. I only had it on one keg. I have right now I have it shut off right here. This line never had hooked to anything. I had it ready for my second keg when I made it, and this is the one that was pressurizing my keg. And as you can see, if I were to crack it open, I've got the tank open, and it does seem to be truly empty. Yeah. So I guess that just reinforces the fact that you should really check for leaks. I must have had a pinhole leak somewhere that I didn't spot. I used the water on the rag along all my fittings. I tightened everything down hand tight and locked everything down with a wrench. I think I'm going to invest in a little spray bottle with some soap water in it next time. So give everything a good wipe down, wash down, and hopefully I don't have this happen again. The bad part is now I got an almost full keg with no CO2, and it'll probably be at least 3 days before I can get my CO2 back. I'll probably end up buying a second cylinder so I can swap them out on the fly. But yeah, that's kind of a disappointing end to yesterday when I was looking to have a nice tall cold one before I headed off to bed. Thanks for watching.